Morning.
You've got a visitor. Tell us about him.
He's the top man. He's my new assistant manager for the day today. His favourite player is Grealish, of course. That's why he's got a haircut like that, like Grealish's. But he's going to come and give us a hand today.
And any score predictions from him ahead of Millwall?
Any score predictions? What do you think the score will be? 2-1. 2-1? That sounds good.
Great stuff. You take that.
We'll take that.
No, actually 2 and none.
2 and none, that's better. Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, okay, well, that's even better. Thank you.
Great stuff. Steve, this time last week, or this time last year, sorry, do we lose that game at Leeds United?
Look, I think the big thing for me was obviously the boys who we brought on made a difference to the team, and I think that's vitally important. And that's when you have the quality of somebody like a Lansbury and a Grealish, then with that little bit of depth with the squad, because you know they've both been recovering from injuries, and you have to say well done to all the other rest of the players too. You know, we've had a tough time of it with injuries, and we've got on with it and still managed to keep a few results. But just shows you that when you've got somebody like that, their quality to bring on, it can change a game.
That's twice in a couple of weeks now, away from home at difficult grounds. We've managed to come from behind and take something.
Well, I think it's vitally important that if you're going to be successful, then you've got to have the team spirit to do that. You know, and in the past maybe you've asked the question, maybe that wasn't there with the culture, which is unfortunately been within the club, you know, over the past few years. So, look, we're making little steps forward. We're in the right position where we want to be. Still a huge way to go.
Just a word on Lansbury. Difficult start to the season for him, but it was a brilliant moment.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a very, very good player who's unfortunately had a horrible knee injury, and thankfully he's over it. It's one of them ones where it doesn't really leave you, but he's good at the moment, which is good for everybody.
And did everybody get through that game okay, injury-wise?
Yeah, we're all there. Hogan, Bonlahor, and I believe Big Jedinak is training today. So that's big plus for us all, especially with the amount of games coming up. We're starting to get back the injuries, of course, with John and Codger a little bit longer, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks John will return as well, and that can't come quick enough with the number of fixtures we've got towards the back end of this month.
Yeah, just to expand on Millet first, he saw a specialist on Monday. That went well then?
Yeah, it's gone well. It's gone well. You know, he's set on his training regime, and typical Millet, if he thinks he can get out there, he wants to get out there. So it's still sore, don't get me wrong. You know, we were thinking he was going to have an operation 2 weeks ago, so thankfully he looks as if he's quicker than we all thought.
And JT, like you say, any chance we'll see him in 2017 again?
Well, he's given himself every opportunity. We hope so, but obviously he's got a broken bone in his foot, so we've got to box a bit clever with it. That's for sure.
And have you had any news regarding Codger?
Codger's just recuperating from his operation. He's had the operation now 10 days ago, wherever it was, so it'll take a bit of time, but you know, it'll be far into the new year, that's for sure, that we'll see the return of John.
And on to Millwall tomorrow. What kind of challenge are you expecting from them?
A big physical and challenge. The manager's done, Neil Harris has done a really terrific job there. You know what you're going to get, because the Millwall fans demand to play a certain way. So physically we'll have to be ready for the challenge. They'll put it forward and they'll enjoy coming to Villa Park. And as always, a tough game.
Bit of a dip in form recently, but a good result last weekend.
Yeah, well, they beat Sheffield United last week, which just shows you this division. And any time you play Millwall, you know that you're in for a game, because as I said, their fans demand it. You know, they play in a certain way, so all to play for. Some
big home games coming up, particularly around Christmas and New Year. How important are the crowds going to be?
Well, the crowd, I mean, usually over Christmas. I remember it was last year, I did Boxing Day, and if I ever need reminded what a club this is, we played Burton Albion at Boxing Day, and there was 42,500 here. So they enjoy Christmas, and they enjoy coming and having a few beers and coming to watch the match. So big important time coming up, and they play the part.
And just lastly, Woking or Peterborough in the third round of the FA Cup, your reaction to that?
Well, we're at home. It's a bit of a change for me. Usually I pull out Arsenal or Tottenham or Liverpool or something like that. So a really outstanding chance for us to progress.